guys, Chris Nelson here with Headlight Revolution, and today we're going to talk about fog light options, both HID and LED, for the 2009 to 2016 Dodge Ram. Now from 09 to 13 there was, one style of electronic control, and then from 2013 and up, Dodge started using this really complicated CANBUS system that monitored and controlled your different lighting functions. Now, it's been a long time since 2013 rolled around, and we finally have a foolproof, 100% guaranteed to work install method that is going to work for any truck, whether it's a 1500, a 2500, a 2009, or a 2016. You take any of our kits, the GTR Lighting Gen 4 Hilux kit, the Supernova V2 kit, or the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED kit, and you pair it with this Dodge-specific CANBUS module. This little guy works with almost everything. So when you go to our website, headlightrevolution.com, you're going to find these vehicle-specific kits, HID, LED number 1 or LED number 2, and when you get them, you get the right module to work with the fog lights on your Ram. So in this video, what you're going to see is we're going to go through what comes in the HID conversion kit. We're going to talk about what comes in the LED Supernova kit, and we're going to talk about what comes in the GTR Lighting LED kit. Go over the differences, why you should purchase one over the other. Then I'm going to show you on the fog light housing for your truck how to do the install. We'll show you what the different bulbs look like turned on so you can make the decision on what's right for your truck, and then we'll even put it on the truck and show you how we did that too. So stay tuned, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss other Dodge Ram videos, and first we're going to jump into the 35 watt Gen 4 GTR Lighting Hilux HID conversion kit for your Ram fog lights. It doesn't matter if your 09 to 16 Ram has the reflector headlights or the projector headlights. It doesn't matter if your 09 to 16 Ram has the horizontal fog lights or the vertical ones like this. These kits, the way that we've packaged them with the right components, will work on any of them. Now, the two different fog lights use two different types of bulbs. Vertical is 9006, horizontal is 9005. So when you click the link in the description below the video, make sure you select the right fog lights for your truck, horizontal or vertical. But it doesn't matter what kind of headlights you have, it doesn't matter what year it is, 09 to 16, all of these are the same. And this is the first time something like this has been available, so it's really exciting. The HID conversion kit has long since been known as, old faithful. It's the brightest, it's the best beam pattern, but with LED technology changing, there's some really exciting LED options also. I'm going to warn you though, in this particular fog light housing, HID still kills the LED competition. So we're going to show you that in a little while, but first let's go through what comes with the kit and show you how to put it all together. We're using the GTR Lighting Gen 4 35 watt Hilux HID conversion kit. Now with an HID kit, you get two bulbs and two ballasts, and to change the color, you select different bulbs. So here's a 3000K golden set of bulbs, and here's a 4300K OEM white set of bulbs. In the conversion kit, this particular one looks like we have 6000K bulbs. So depending on what color you want your lights to be, you got to select the color for your bulbs. The ballasts all stay the same. In the kit, you get two 35 watt Gen 4 ballasts from GTR Lighting and a couple bulbs. And in the kit comes with everything that you need to do your install. I'm just going to set up one of these and then you duplicate it for each side to know how to do your install. So the ballasts first. We have the ballast, we have the power input and a ground. All of that connects here. We have the output from the ballast to the bulb. Now let's connect it all. The bulb comes with the correct adapter wiring to plug into your factory fog light wire harness. As you can see, we have two sets of wires. The red and black goes from the factory fog light wiring into the ballast. The red and blue go from the bulb to your ballast. And there's really only one way to hook all this stuff up, so it's pretty tough to screw up. Trust me, it looks more complicated than it is. The thing that we like about the GTR lighting bulbs is that they have a really high quality construction. You have a ceramic insert at the base which allows the heat to dissipate, not damaging the bulb or your housing. It has a really high quality glass tube, so the orientation is correct and everything's placed perfectly to get the best light output. And trust me, the color on these are awesome. These are way better looking than most. They're brighter, the color is more full and vibrant. When you select a 3000K from GTR Lighting, it's going to be an awesome golden 3000K. The wires are silicone, the grommets are nice. We don't need the grommet for fog light, but for headlight you do. And everything about these bulbs is really top notch. There is a difference in which HIDs you use. They're not all the same. So first let's connect the bulb to the ballast. Like I said, the connections only go one way. Now that's done. And as you can see, we have one more harness to connect. Inside the vehicle, we'll connect to this side, and this one goes out to your ballast. Now that you have the two bulb connections made, there's only two more steps in wiring up your HID conversion kit. Number one is you ground the blue wire with the ring terminal on it. Normally we recommend that you would ground the ballast to the chassis to help with EMI reduction, but the Gen 4 Hilux ballast from GTR Lighting has an external grounding strap, so you can zip tie this thing up to a harness or in the air or off a plastic or metal bracket. As long as you have your blue ground wire hooked up, you're good to go. The other thing you need is the Dodge specific CAN bus module, and it's plug and play. It goes right here. Again, everything only goes in one way, and you really can't screw it up. So we have the ballast, and the wiring goes out to the bulb and the factory vehicle connection. When we were testing LED headlights for the Ram, we found that the Supernova LED headlight bulbs from Headlight Revolution worked really good in the reflector headlights. For that video, check out our other videos. We show you exactly how to do LED headlights in your Ram. So we figured we might as well offer the matching Supernova LED fog lights. So that's this kit. Let me show you what comes inside. You get two LED headlight bulbs with a very unique flexible stainless steel braided heatsink, and this may look like something else that's on the market, but the LED, that's the important part. The Supernova V2 uses a Cree XML2 LED to create the light output. That is a big deal. So make sure if you're buying a similar looking LED bulb that it has the Cree XML2, because that's the best one that you can get in this style of headlight. The operation's pretty simple. You take your Dodge specific CAN bus module, plug it into the headlight, and this is the setup that you put in the vehicle. This bulb has the same three tabs as the original 9006 bulb, and it fits in the slot exactly like the stock bulb comes out. You plug this side into your factory wire harness, tie up all the excess wiring, and turn them on. Whether you got an 09 or a 16, this fog light kit will work on anything. Now, I'll be perfectly honest, it's not the most impressive fog light I've ever seen. The HID that we just talked about is way better, but if you did the Supernova headlights, the fog light is a good match. They're cheap, they're easy to install, and they're brighter than stock. The last bulb option for the 09 to 16 Ram fog light that we wanted to show you is the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED bulbs. Now we want to show you this one because if you want the simplicity and the longevity of LED, but you don't want to lose out on the ability to change the color, this is an awesome kit. Again, you buy it from Headlight Revolution, the vehicle-specific Ram fog light kit, and you get everything that you need. You get your pair of bulbs, you get the Dodge-specific CAN bus module, and your choice of color shields. Color shields are an invention for LED headlight bulbs specifically from GTR Lighting to change the color from your normal 5000K white, that's the color that the bulbs are without a color shield. You can have them golden, yellowish OEM white, you could have them 6000K, 8000K with a little blue, or 10,000K with a lot of blue. So let me show you what comes in the kit and how to use the color shields. When you open the kit, it's pretty simple. You get two bulbs. The bulbs fit into the fog light housing exactly like the original bulbs, but as you can see, there's an array of LEDs on each side. So how do you change the color? Right out of the box, this bulb is a 5000K color. 5000K is considered pure white. It's one of the brightest whites that you can get. But if you're doing the fog lights more so for style than function, then you have the option of color shields. But let me tell you something. Changing the color by adding color shields does not degrade the light output very much. So the more blue you go, the less light you get. The more yellow you go, the less light you get. But it's not that different. This is how it works. On the top of the bulb, you have a thumb screw. You take it off and set it aside, and then you have your choice. 6000K, 3000K, 4300, 8000K, or 10,000K. You take the color shield out of the pack, you slide it over the bulb. They're made of quartz glass, so they're not going to blister or melt, and then the thumb screw goes back on top to hold it in place. You get it tight, and it's seated, and now it can go in. So that's the great thing about the GTR Lighting Gen 2 bulbs, is that you have the simplicity of LED. It's really just that simple. It's brighter than your stock bulbs, and you get to choose the color. So when you buy this kit from our website, the vehicle-specific Ram fog light kit, you get your 2 LED headlight bulbs, your 2 Dodge-specific CANBUS modules, and you get to pick an optional color shield. Now, just like the Supernova kit, the way the CANBUS module works on these is you plug them in here, you plug this into the factory headlight wiring, and the bulb goes in place where the factory light bulb is. So let's do that next. We're going to take out the original light bulb and put in our 3 fog light upgrades now. So I have the fog light off of the vehicle simply for demonstration purposes. This is such an easy project to do on the truck. You don't have to take this off at all. So the way it works is you reach back there and you unhook the factory fog light wiring for your fog light bulb, and then you twist it out, and there's your bulb. Now if you look, the HID bulb is exactly the same configuration. You have the same 3 tabs, the same O-ring, and the wiring is the same style as the factory light bulb. So it's really designed to be plug and play. So you put the new bulb in exactly like the old one came out. You line up your 3 tabs, you twist it so it locks in place, and there you go. We have the whole HID kit installed. On the vehicle, this would connect to your factory fog light wiring, and then you'd run all of this wiring out and zip tie it up somewhere. You would mount this ground somewhere to the metal chassis, and then you zip tie the ballast somewhere. So, you know, it is a lot of wiring, but it's worth it. Wait just a minute, and we're gonna turn this on and show you what the light output looks like. The HID is awesome. It's seriously the best fog light. It's a lot of stuff to tie up, but it's incredible performance. Next up is the Supernova V2 LED bulb. Again, we have the same 3 tabs that fit in the same 3 slots on the fog light, so it's really just a plug and play operation. You line them up, you twist it in place, you take the CANBUS module, you plug it into the bulb wiring, and then this goes to your factory fog light wiring. And that's all that you've got going on. Now, I'm gonna give you a little tip. If any time you have a loose bulb, I just noticed this one's kind of loose. You know, it doesn't really take much to move around in there. I'm actually gonna double up the O-rings. Sometimes there's a slight discrepancy in the thickness of the plastic here, or the O-ring, or the diameter, and something makes it so it's not perfect. We have a pick here somewhere. Here. So it's really simple. You take the O-ring off of your factory fog light bulb, which you're not using anymore anyway, and you slide it over the new bulb, and just go all the way down. Now we're gonna install it again. And it should be a lot more secure. Now it's tight, and you can see on the inside how the bulb is aligned. Tie up all your wiring and turn them on. The other LED option for your fog lights is the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED bulbs. As you can see, it's got the same mounting configuration as the stock bulb, just like everything else. And it fits into the housing, just like you would expect. All you have to do is connect the vehicle-specific warning canceller up, plug this into your factory fog light wiring, and tie up all this excess slack, and it's done. Now, like I said before, without a color shield, the bulb is a pure white 5000K, but we can change the color by taking the bulb out and installing a color shield. Don't be surprised if this comes apart. That's totally normal. The bulb is actually adjustable on the base, so you can choose the orientation of the bulb inside. Get that nice and tight so nothing comes loose. Now we have 10,000K deep blue. Here's the original 9006 incandescent light bulb in the Ram fog light. As you can see, it's actually a pretty decent beam pattern. Fog lights that look this good are few and far between. However, it could be a lot brighter and it could be a way better color. This dingy yellow coloring is not looking how we want this truck to look. If you go with the Supernova low beam LED headlight bulbs for your Ram, you might want to consider the Supernova LED fog light also, so that the beam pattern color matches fog lights and low beam. So here's what the fog light Supernova bulb looks like when turned on. Now, it is brighter than the original fog light bulb by a pretty substantial difference. However, the beam pattern is a little funky. As you can see, there's a yellowish dead spot in the middle, but the outside, and specifically the right end, is extremely bright. So it is a good fog light. You're not going to notice a whole lot of this when you're driving because your headlights are going to be awesome anyway. But be warned, this is what it looks like. The Supernova bulb is a little bit cheaper, but it matches the Supernova headlights, which are awesome. So here's what the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED bulb looks like in the fog light housing. As you can see, it's extremely bright, but it's not quite as focused as the other options. Again, like we said earlier, the benefit of this bulb is you can change the color. You do have light kind of going higher than the original fog light bulb does, but you can have this color that's 5K, or you can have a golden color or a blue color or whatever you want. Lifetime warranty, cool looks, easy to install, and you can change the colors. If that sounds good to you, this is the GTR Lighting Gen 2. This is what the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED bulb looks like with the 3000K color shield installed. And this is what the GTR Lighting Gen 2 LED bulb looks like with the 10,000K blue color shield installed. You have pretty much the exact same beam pattern with a different color. So if the LEDs don't do it for you, I guarantee you you're gonna love the 35 watt Gen 4 HID. Look at this beam pattern. It's exactly like the factory fog light beam pattern, but it's huge. It's way brighter, it's even wider, and this right here is 4,300K. This is essentially the same color as stock, and the beauty of HID, you can do whatever color you want. 3,000K gold, 4,300 OEM white, 6,000K, or even something even more blue. So let's look at some of those other colors, but I'm telling you, this blows everything else out of the water. And here's 6,000K in the GTR Lighting 35 watt Gen 4 HID. This color is the most common color because it's super white, it's super bright, and it's way brighter than any of the LED options that we tested on this truck. Now for something completely different, here's 3000K golden yellow. And this is something that you're only gonna find with the bulbs from GTR Lighting. They do a really, really fantastic job of making a really deep colored 3000K gold HID. It's a little bit less brightness, but not by much. It's still way better than stock and still way brighter with a better beam pattern in terms of HID versus LED. So if you want a really awesome golden fog light, 3000K, 35 watt HID for your RAM is the ticket. So I hope you now understand what it takes to upgrade the fog lights in your 09 to 16 RAM, vertical housing or horizontal housing, reflector headlights or projector headlights, it doesn't matter. Click the link in the description to see our vehicle-specific fog light bulb upgrades for your RAM. If you have any questions, contact us, and please subscribe to our video because we have a bunch of videos for the RAM. Headlight bulbs, fog light bulbs, interior lights, tail lights, exterior lights, all kinds of stuff, and lighting products for other vehicles. So if you like this sort of thing, subscribe. Please find us on Facebook or Google+. And of course, please keep watching. We'll see you next time.